Hello, I'm YOUR and welcome back to QnA Saturday. QnA Saturday is a weekly series I run on my channel where I answer your questions about a variety of subjects, usually focused on the next big update for Minecraft, Xbox, and PlayStation. So all of these questions do come from either last week's Q&A or from a tweet I posted on Twitter, so if you want to ask questions for next week, leave them in the comments down below or follow me at YOUR, and once a week or so I'll ask for questions there. With that said, please do like the video if you do like it, because it helps out the channel a lot, lets me know you want to see more stuff like this, and let's get straight into the fact that the latest news is that, this next big update will be the 1.8 update, and we might see smaller updates between now and then. So a few things reference that, just bear that in mind, because our first question comes in from Miguel Perez, who asks, #QnA, do you think there will be Guardians, Bunnies, and Endermites in TU30? So TU30 is not probably going to be the next big update now, because they hinted there'll be smaller updates between now and then, but TU32 or 33 or whatever, the 1.8 update, I think it's certainly going to have Guardians, Bunnies, and Endermites, because they said it's going to be 1.8 base. So far, there's been very few features they missed out, and usually it's for, good reasons. Like hardcore mode, you can kind of see why that was missed out. Large biomes mode, that really doesn't make too much sense. And a lot of the features, even if they do miss them out, they come back to them later. So I imagine with like 99% certainty that all the new mobs and pretty much any feature you can think of 1.8, with the one exception maybe being customized worlds, will be in the next big update. So don't worry if you're like, oh no, this is 1.8 base, but will it include my favorite feature, whether it's slime blocks, bunnies, or endermites, whatever, they'll probably be in the next big update. So very, very awesome stuff there, but let's move on to the next question, which comes in from Malik Lang, who doesn't really ask a question, but does say, Minecraft is fine, in my opinion, without a story mode, ... So a lot of people get confused by Minecraft story mode. I think the title could have been picked much better, because it does kind of seem like it's a story mode addition into Minecraft, and I would really like that kind of idea, but this isn't what it is at all. Minecraft story mode is entirely separate to Minecraft, and it's basically going to be, it's a Telltale game, so you get to play a Minecraft-based story. It's not going to if you don't play Minecraft story mode, you'll be just as good as if you, do or don't. It's basically just going to be a fun thing to experience, like a different part of the Minecraft world. And yeah, it's going to be weird to see how that does play out. I really don't think, if you just want to play Minecraft, you don't need this game at all. It's not actually related to Minecraft, other than the fact that, they're Minecraft-based characters, Minecraft environments, like the Nether and stuff, and just bear that in mind. So with that said, let's move on to the next question, which comes in from Ajif, who asks, now once the next big update comes out, then what? PC takes around a year for each update? What will the console edition do? So yeah, this is, a pretty good point to raise, because, over the last 3 years since Minecraft console first came out, we've been slowly making up that gap between the console and the PC, and if this next update comes out before 1.9, which it probably will, then the console will be fully caught up to the PC, and there'll be nothing to do until 1.9 does come out. And you might be wondering, we're gonna be lagging behind a PC, and they're gonna be doing nothing in the meantime. That is definitely not the case. They're definitely not going to be like, we've caught up the PC. Guess we're going to take all of the next 3 months off, and then they just take until April off. That's probably not what's going to happen at all. I imagine they're going to start working on more kind of console-exclusive features, and also working with the PC developers to make sure the updates can come out at the same time. So, I don't know how they're going to do that, because the snapshot system is slightly weird on the PC, because, lots of features go in snapshots, they're later removed. So maybe what they'll do is they'll kind of work parallel, but slightly different, and then just kind of adjust every now and then. So maybe, like the 1.9 update we get on console will be different to the PC 1.9 update. It's going to be really, really weird to see, but if I had to give my, guess, which is what this series is all about, I would say they'd probably do what I just mentioned there, where they're like, while 1.9's in development, they look at it, they'd be like, all these features are there, we'll put those in there, and then we'll also add our own ones, and then when the 1.9 update comes out, they'll be slightly different, and then later on they can adjust it to add any things that the PC, later added. So that's what I would imagine. Maybe, we'll start to see them diverge a bit more, maybe we'll start to see them come closer. I think cross-compatibility is something that is, seriously on the cards, and yeah, it's going to be really exciting. So yeah, after they catch up PC, I think cross-compatibility is the next big goal, and that sounds pretty cool if you ask me. So with that said, let's move on to the next question, which comes in from James113 Rafferty, who asks, #QnA, will they throw some 1.9 in the 1.8 update? So, this is usually a question, so, if it was the 1.7 update, we'd probably get some 1.8. However, because 1.9 isn't out yet, and there's no guaranteed features in 1.9, there's probably features, I imagine we're not going to get any 1.9 features. I think if we do get any, it's going to be small stuff like changes to menu, if they change any music stuff, anything that we know will stick in the final version of the game, but they're not going to throw in development features into our 1.8 updates. So, yeah, this will be probably one of the first updates where we don't get features from a future version of the PC. It's happened for pretty much every update ever since like 1.8 update, and yeah, that's gonna be kind of interesting if you ask me. So yeah, no 1.9 and the 1.8 update probably, but you know, it always can happen because that's things are crazy like that. So yeah, with that said, let's move on to the next question, which comes in from Nyan Ruler in brackets, who asks, do you have any tips on how to make your survival world look or feel cooler? I made one a while ago and now it just feels boring. Can you give any tips to spice it up a little? So to answer your question here, can I give any tips to spice it up a little? A lot of people, you know, the way, you know, your building survival is kind of limited to some extent to how much, you know, work you put in, blah, 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 blah. But I think if you want to give yourself a cool thing, like, to work towards, because that's kind of what you need in a survival world, just kind of pick a project and decide, no matter how big it is, to start working on it. So, for instance, even though my one's kind of lame, you know, like my massive gold farm, it's something that, you know, it feels cool, really cool, and as you're working on it, you can see it kind of expand, and if you have access to your end, make an enderman farm, because the XP from that is something so cool you can do so many things with. If you want to make a sugarcane farm like I have, for instance, I'd say, for personally, I like massive farm designs. If that's not what you like, if you just like having something that looks cool, decide to make something that looks cool, but that's massive. If you want to have a massive, like, 200 block tall house, totally do it. Make a skyscraper house. There's so many different, like, ideas to work on, but you need to just find something where you're like, that would be cool to make in Minecraft, and you just need to stick at it and do it. And that's kind of what gets you addicted into Minecraft. And then you're doing stuff like I am, where, you know, in the background, I'm working on the massive flat land that I really want to just have done. And, you know, it seems like it's, you know, doable, and then you're working on it, and you're like, whoa, where did the time go? And that's what Minecraft's all about. So, if you want to make your survival world look or feel cooler, pick a cool project that you think will, you know, help with it, whether it's a big farm, whether it's just a big building house thing, or whatever it is, and just work on it. And that's what I definitely recommend there. So, next question comes in from David, who asks, at IBX Toycat, why do you think 4J is so cryptic with their update announcements? Why drive us crazy with suspense? So, I don't think they're particularly cryptic most of the time. Sometimes they'll, you know, do the winking faces to kind of be like, yeah, that's happening and that's not happening. I think the only reason we don't see, like, full announcements is because they don't know. They're telling us a lot of what they know, if it seems like it's exciting. Like, telling us, you know, the 1.8 update's going to be coming. That's awesome. As soon as they confirmed it, I don't know how long they wait to tell us, but that, you know, they let us know. The reason they're kind of cryptic as to what's in between is they don't probably know. They might know. They might know it's definitely going to be bios, but to me, it's probably going to be like, oh, there might be a bug fix. We might decide to bring features forward. We're not entirely sure yet, and that's why they say that. And the reason we don't get release dates is because it's entirely out of their control. Even if they could say, October 1st is when we're going to finish this update, it's going to be done no matter what, then they'd still have to wait until, you know, October the 15th for it to be actually out for download for all the consoles. So that's something you got to bear in mind too. They can't give official release dates because it's out of their control, unlike on the PC, and they can't predict the future sometimes. If bugs come up, they have to fix them. If texture packs come out, you know, because that team, you know, they usually have rough dates, but that can happen too. There's just so many different things that could change, and I think that's why they, you know, it's better to under-promise than to over-promise. It's better for me to say, oh yeah, I upload videos sometimes, than me to say, I upload 2 of the best videos in the universe ever every day, because then when I don't upload one of the best videos in the universe every day, you'll be disappointed. Whereas if I upload a video, you'll be like, oh, this is the best video in the universe today, or maybe something like that. So, I don't know where I'm going with that. I was just trying to make an analogy that works for me. But yeah, moving on from that to the next question, we have one from Faithful Gamer, who asks, #QnA, how did you become a successful YouTuber, and were you expecting that to happen? So, honestly, I've been doing YouTube a very long time. I started because I just love, you know, I don't know what it is, but I love showing people my gameplay of games, and, you know, I started back in 2007 with Guitar Hero. I started this channel back in 2009, and I guess I had a little bit of an expectation of being successful, but my definition of successful was very, very different to what's happened right now, because, you know, I was just like, oh, if I got 1,000 subscribers, that'd be so cool. And the first 3 years I was uploading videos, I had like 200 subscribers by the end of it, and then it just kind of happened because I hit this content site kind of, you know, idea, like, you know, the Let's Plays, but with the Toycat knowledge built in, and people just really seemed to love it. And then apparently it grew. I started to, you know, do different stuff, and people seemed to, you know, enjoy what was going on here. So if you want to call me successful right now, I probably would call myself successful. It's because I did what I loved, something I was passionate about. People liked a certain part of it. I kind of refined that, and that's where we are right now. So thank you to everyone who does make this whole successful thing possible. But let's move on to the next question, which is from Dylan Lardner 27, who asks, do you think there will be coloured ladders / chests in any console or PC update to come? So this question is one that, you know, at first I was like, it might come at some point. But honestly, this is one of the, like, things that I don't know why it isn't in the game yet. Because a lot of, you know, things that can be coloured, like fences, doors, all these things have finally gotten colours. And it strikes me as a matter of time until we get colored chests, because colored chests would be cool. Imagine an iron chest, imagine a nether brick chest, all those things can be cool. So with regards to that, I'd say it's only a matter of time. Next up, we just have two fun suggestions I thought I'd throw in here because they're pretty cool in my opinion. So the first one is, it would be cool to have a lifesteal enchantment, and the second one is, could ender pearl arrows ever be implemented into Minecraft? So both these ideas I really, really love. I don't know if they're actually going to be coming, but I think these are probably two of the best ideas. Because first of all, ender pearl arrows. Right now, ender pearls have the weird trajectory. They have all these problems with them. Imagine if you could use an arrow and actually fire them like that. I think, you know, because the way arrow trajectories work is a lot cooler. You could do some really, really cool things with ender pearl arrows. And second of all, as regards to the lifesteal enchantment, I think that's one they're going to have to add. They want to add new enchantments to kind of mix up the, you know, the combat game. I think just having lifesteal, so every time you hit someone, you get half a heart, you know, back from them. That would be an amazing one. That could really, really change up the PvP game, because if you have sharpness and that together, that would do something cool. I think lifesteal, as well as a bunch of other ones, like, you know, increased speed and stuff, they're the ones you're going to have to add to make PvP more interesting, and I look forward to seeing that sort of stuff. But yeah, those are two of the best suggestions for 1.9 in my opinion. Let me know exactly what your favourite kind of feature suggestion is in the comment down below, because I actually like reading a lot of these. Every now and then I'm like, wow, that's an amazing idea, that should be in there. Otherwise, please do leave your questions for next week in the comments, or follow me at IBXToyCat, just for funs anyway, but also because I tweet out once a week asking for questions. I hope you did all enjoy Q&A Saturday this week. If you did, please do like it and let me know. Share it if you really liked it, and subscribe if you're new around here. I make videos like this every single day on my channel, and if subscribed, you'll see them daily on your homepage. Thank you all for watching, and goodbye.